Welcome back
to Unfiltered with
Mamacita.
Angie. How y'all doing? Hey, hopefully you guys are doing well. We're over here at the beach in Florida, living it up. Got our boy out here with his significant other, and we're just soaking it up. We're doing well. Hopefully y'all are doing well. A couple weeks ago, we had a topic. We talked about alcoholism and just everything, and it kind of took off, and we just wanted to kind of go back over that topic again and a little bit more into detail and stuff like that. You know, there was a lot of feedback on the last episode of it, so we're just kind of going to go and I guess elaborate more and just kind of discuss it a little bit more and how we've seen it and how it's affected all of us. Like, for instance, is it easy for you to drink, or is it not easy for you to drink in front of me? No.
It's still hard sometimes. Or not hard, it's just I still question myself sometimes if I should have a drink.
Even after going on almost 15 years.
Yeah.
And you know what has to be done. Like, even knowing she has to either brush her teeth or drink some other type of non-alcoholic fluid, or eat something prior to kissing me, you still that self-conscious at times. Really.
At the beginning, it was, like I said before, it was I felt like I didn't have the right to, because I made such a big deal about your drinking and wanted you to quit. I felt like it wasn't right of me to then drink when we went out together. Knowing that my drinking never got out of control like that, and that I didn't have a problem, so I shouldn't have felt that way. But I think it was just more of I don't know if it would be like an empathy thing, or just more of I was aware of how you were around alcohol, and I didn't want you to be that close to it so soon after stopping.
When you left, when you built up the courage to separate yourself from me, you and the kids from me.
Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts? Did you think I was going to give up, or did y'all think give up or did y'all think I was going to give up alcohol?
Or 50-50? It was a weird 50-50. I thought that you were either just not going to care and just keep drinking, and then we would figure out
from there,
like, how you would see the kids and like what that would look like from there. Or I thought that you would quit long enough to get us back home and to kind of get into a groove, and that you would go back to your old ways.
Relapse.
And then I wasn't sure if I would have been able to leave again, or if I would have just left and been like, I did it once, now I know I can do it, and now we're done. But I'm very happy that I was wrong in both ways, and that you haven't had another drink.
I was afraid of relapsing, and maybe that's the reason why I haven't yet, and I don't plan on either doing it again or not. I don't plan on relapsing, right? But like, just the fear of having to start all over from, almost, like I said, coming up on 15, to be like, then start at zero, and like, nah, fuck that. Just like us, we're about to hit, tomorrow's our 19th wedding anniversary, right? And it's just like, I don't see myself with anybody else, waking up to anybody else for the rest of my life except for you, right? So 19 years, and it's just like the longevity of it, right? It's just like it's just so fruitful, and even through all the negative shit that everything, it's still we're here. So, and I don't know. I just, and let alone it just smells like shit. And I don't know. It just smells like shit now.
I mean, there's certain liquors that when we were in Colorado at dinner and he ordered.
Well, that one guy ordered tequila shots for
I was in the bathroom at the time. I came back out, and I could smell it, and I was just like,
and then he got like passed across my face like this, and I was like, I was pissed.
He got mad,
I was pissed. But a couple comments on the previous episode. Shout out from the UK. Thank you. We love it. There's a couple people. We hope you reach back out that commented on your journey and or your significant other's journey.
Keep us updated on how your situations are going. We
Please,
would love to.
Please do
know how it's going one way or the other.
Yep. And you guys are in our prayers, and wish you all nothing but the best. And so just keep us posted if you would like. I kind of got a cool. It was weird. I don't know. I don't know if he just seems kind of embarrassed or bashful. But I got a message on Facebook from a buddy of mine that we've known each other since 6-7 years old, and he reached out and asked me to be his sponsor. So via social media or via Facebook Messenger and stuff. So I responded back, right, and we'll see what he says. I'm hoping he replies back and gives me a call. But I'm excited for him, whether he still wants me to be a sponsor or whatnot, right? But that was pretty cool. So again, hats off to you, brother. I know you can fucking do it. So what else? In treatment, did you think I was going to finish once I went into initially told you I was going into treatment? Did you think I was going to finish treatment?
No.
Talking about this, I'll tell you something. You got mad at me.
I got mad at you?
Like, I got bad memory, but like talking about this, you got kind of upset at me because before I chose which one
because it wasn't inpatient.
Yep. You see.
I remember that. Like, okay, so you're gonna go and get help, but you're gonna come home every day and like
drink.
I with me not being there, I wasn't sure how truthful you were going to be to yourself.
So hold on. So what we're talking about, so I went to a 30-day outpatient treatment. Well, your first initial 3 days of treatment is like a in processing, at least through the military one that I went through. And a lot of stuff goes on, right? A lot of doctors, a lot of tests, and they didn't diagnose you, whatnot. I'm diagnosed alcoholic dependent, and then another day, and every day for like the fucking first week or so, they breath tested us too. So
did they?
For breathalyzer every fucking day. Every day I was just like, yep, no fucking, because now I mean, one, I self-refer to myself, and then two, you fuck that up, you're really fucked up, you get kicked out of the program. But
how long were you there each day? Was
all
it like a
fucking
normal
day.
work day?
Yeah. And then we had shit you had to do afterwards too. Like I was, we was doing AA and all sorts of shit. And then there's group stuff too that we was doing too. So, but they had initially recommended 45-day inpatient for me, and it was out of state, and I was just like, fuck that, nope, don't want it. And I was just like, no, I'm not going to be, no, fuck no. If I'm going to do treatment,
Can I come home to my own bed?
And yes, and so plain and simple, so I said no, thank you to the 45-day inpatient treatment, and I proceeded with the 30-day. But I remember talking to you, and you were upset. But again, emotions, right? Everything, and like I said, just recounting this experience, and it's just like, yo,
things come up that you haven't thought about in forever.
So, but it worked out, right? And we hope it works out for everybody that is seeking it. We got some loved ones that is doing some time and has done some time and came out and are still clean and sober, and so we want nothing but the best for them, and that's seriously nothing but the God honest fucking truth, right? So it's hard though, it really is. I mean, shit, we was just walking on the beach and
sorry, I'm gonna move this a little.
Seeing a bunch of people fucking tossing back some tall boys and shit like that. I mean, it's a beautiful day. But again, for me, I say that, but it doesn't sound enticing to me. It's just like, give me some ice cold water or fucking a diet fucking
because that's
root beer or something.
That wasn't your drink of choice anyway.
True. I mean, even like liquor, I'm just saying, like, that's their leisurely time and luxury, or their chill time. For us, we don't need that. I don't need that anymore, right? I'm more or less forcing you to fucking kick back and have one. So,
I can't drink anymore, so you're gonna drink.
Right. So, I mean, shit, we brought back a fuck ton of liquor from Mexico. It's been open. Somebody opened it in the house. Not her. Y'all do the fucking... Not me either, goddammit. Neither one of us. Y'all do the fucking math. Yeah. We deal with that shit too as parents. Deal with fucking kids wanting to taste and experiment and try to be an adult. So, yeah, it is what it is. You live, you learn, and we move on. So, out of treatment, we were still separated for a little while. Was there family members that were in discontent with your decision to finally come back home?
Maybe for going home earlier than I had told you that I was going to come home.
And what was that? The new year?
The new year. We were going to start the new year.
Fresh.
I would come home. No, actually, I think I said right before Christmas we would come home. And we ended up going home, I think, closer to Thanksgiving. But, so I think it was just more of, I could have given you more time on your own to...
It was after Thanksgiving. Sorry.
Get into your groove of, like, just taking care of yourself sober before we came back in and mixed everything up. Because I know, obviously, our kids were, 2 and 3? And that stress of little ones running around and crying and screaming and all that could have set you back. But what happened, and you're still drink free.
So right now, at this day, what's your biggest concern?
Regarding you and alcohol?
Yep. Looking for our kids.
Okay.
You gonna make... No, I won't say it.
I don't really think I have a worry for you having a drink.
No.
Not saying that I'm okay with you to try it and I think that you'll be fine, because I don't think that. I don't have a worry that I'm not worried that you're wanting to take a drink
at this moment. Have you had, besides say the first 5 years, the last 10 years, have you fucking had a worry that I might be in a state mentally where I'm just in a rut or a hole where you thought I might fucking...
When you went to Afghanistan, I was worried.
Well, that was the first, but that was literally the fucking first...
Or that was the first 5 years, sorry.
I'm thinking... the first to fucking 2.
I'm thinking marriage time, not time. Maybe when...
We got married in 2005, so I went to Afghanistan in 2011.
11.
Yeah, Jared was 10. Love you, brother.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No?
I mean, are we including my little mishaps?
No. No. Her little mishaps, fucking clown. And I can't even blame my sister because both of them said something after the first sip and I proceeded to take a second sip. But I didn't.
So since we're going into detail, first one, we were at his parents' house for a
breakfast, whatever. Brunch.
I think it was Christmas time. And his dad makes
mochas.
Iced mochas. I'm trying to keep people out of the picture and people keep moving. He makes iced coffees, and Garrett had one, his sister had one, same glass, same Cool Whip on top with cream on top, and they had gotten moved, and he went to grab his, and me, his sister, our brother-in-law, we're all, that one's not yours. It's like, yeah, it is. It was right here. We're telling you that one's not yours. That one's your sister's.
Anyways.
Took a sip. He gets in his head and physically makes himself sick. And so when that happened, I was like, we're good.
Yeah.
He's not going to drink anymore. We're not going to have that issue.
And I believe I do have an addictive personality, right? And that's what makes it so scary about even like going back and trying something, a fucking Trulies or a fucking goddamn, I don't know, green apple fucking whatever the fuck.
Brown.
But that's what's so crazy is that like I've started reading articles of the shit that they put in our alcohol in the U.S. and stuff, and it's just like some of the stuff that they put in our alcohol that they're allowed to sell, FDA regulated, right, is not allowed in Europe and other countries and stuff because it's fucking just chemicals of bullshit. So it just, I have no desire to fucking drink at all, right? Give me a fucking joint, let me fucking smoke my weed, eat my food, eat you, and have fun. So she makes that face, but that's not the face we make when we eat. So, but it's just, yeah, I don't have a desire, and that's the biggest thing is, for me, is the support system. And I think that's like, I had my eighth week of group therapy today, and that was one of the biggest thing that a lot of us were saying and agreeing upon is that the group therapy helps, right? So the support around you is your group, so utilize that, right? And I mean, you're my number one fucking supporter, I'm your number one supporter, so this is easy, you know. It's easy. We have multiple bottles in the house. It's just the biggest thing is it is going to be a struggle, 100%. It is going to be a struggle, but the more support and the actual more loyal support you have, the easier it's going to be. And even if it is a handful of fucking people, 1, 2, whatever, 3. So just get the support, man. Find the real people that actually genuinely care about you and want to see y'all succeed. So it's a struggle because every up has its down, right? But then you just rebound from that and get back up. So it doesn't matter how many times you fall back down, get the fuck back up, right? But hopefully you don't take too many times. But some of us do, and it's very unfortunate. But we'll get it going.
Some people have to hit their absolute rock bottom before they can make a change, and others are lucky enough to not have to reach that point and just realize that things are getting a little out of hand, and I think I might need to slow down or just back off completely for even just a little while.
What was your take on some of the negative reactions from your family, and maybe, I don't know, maybe some of your conversations with some of our family members about when we were in the early stages of my sobriety and our new relationship of sobriety and being married and focusing on each other? I mean, did you they're like leaving a party early? Because I recall quite a few people being like, yo, what the fuck? And like, oh, just stay. Right? And you were always supportive with, no, we're leaving, because that was always something that we had agreement when we fucking went to any family function. Yes. Was that once, if it got out of hand for enough for you, where it hit your anxiety fucking high point, or it hit my anxiety high point, that we agreed to leave. And we never fought that, right? So maybe the kids, but the kids, I think, were bigger ones, especially as they got a little bit older, because did you never have a spat with, or a talk with any family members about that?
No, I don't.
No,
not that I can remember.
Only
no,
with
I'm
me.
just like when we were like at that moment. Oh, you guys don't have to leave. Stay a little bit longer. Blah 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 type of thing. Maybe some of those.
Yeah.
But again, we agreed on, if you are ready to go, we're leaving. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not going to question you about that. But nobody, like, the following day or days following, I don't recall anybody asking or making a big deal about us leaving early, or saying you guys shouldn't leave early, like, for future events.
Is there anything you would recommend, or like, not recommend, but like, were there any telling signs that you could elaborate to tell the viewers, like, that I had a problem, that you finally saw and like was like, man, this motherfucker, he ain't gonna change unless something drastic happens?
Well, I knew you had a problem when we first got married, whatever, the very beginning, but we were on different coasts. Yeah, because of those phone calls that I would be getting.
Got it.
We'd get off the phone, he'd call again, like, not even 2 minutes later, and literally he would act like this was the first time he was talking to me.
Alright, next one.
But once we were actually living together, it would be me seeing just how many drinks you were having, versus just hearing it in your voice over the phone. And like the arguing, obviously anybody who drinks too much is going to start slurring and be not really aggressive, but like fight you on
everything.
Oh, it's time to go. No, we're good. I'm fine. We don't need to leave. Blah blah blah.
Functions.
But then the passing out with your drink in your hand, literally like you're about to drop it, and I like wake you up and like, all right, let's go, it's time to go to bed, and you're like, all right, I'm coming. I go back upstairs, I come back down, or I could hear you making yourself another drink, and then I come back down and you're passed out again. That's when I started dumping alcohol down the sink and leaving the empty bottles in there for him to find in the morning.
Multiple times, handful.
Yeah.
Dozens.
And then I think the biggest one was our daughter's first birthday.
Yeah, that was a brutal one.
Our daughter's first birthday. He goes, we had family in town, and I understand wanting to hang out.
Buster's.
But he was hammered at Dave & Buster's. I was like, I'm leaving. And then hours later, he shows up at the house. I'm like, you're not coming in here. Find somewhere else to sleep. I was like, nope. Ended up where?
Ruthless. Jared and Kiss.
With drinking what?
Drinking vermouth.
Who drinks that straight? This guy.
And we laugh about it all the time now. And that was like, supposedly, I don't know if they said we got kicked out of Dave & Buster's, and then everybody swears we went back to the hotel and I tried to kill fucking Jacob.
You went back to tried to go with your
auntie and
parents and your sister and them, and then they were like, all right, no, you gotta go, because they had their daughter who's like 11 months younger than ours, so she was not very old.
No.
And then
we had all the grandparents down there too.
Literally, she was only like a couple months old. So they were like, nope, you gotta go, you're not staying here.
So
room hopping before he ends up at his best friend's house drinking vermouth.
Fucking ride or die. I think he cooked me something too that night.
That was my big one that I was like, you really have some issues going on with alcohol.
Yeah, you stuck around for another like fucking 2 years with it.
I did.
Before you left on, or pulled the trigger on your empty threads. So, but fuck, there's sometimes I say about fucking some kid just kept me soccer ball hella deep and almost blasted some little kid. Yeah, it was, but you know, it's, again, we can look back and laugh about it now, but because we've definitely lived it, learned from it, and so
went through so much with that. I still bring up stories, and he was like, how long are you gonna bring? It's been 15 years.
15 years, y'all still gonna bring up this bullshit. So, but it is what it is. It's still a lesson that we still live to learn by every day.
At least they're stories now, and not they're memories now, and not
memories, stories, and lessons. Yeah,
not
for sure.
Current events.
No, I would say the sooner you can just be blunt about addressing it with somebody, the sooner either A, they're going to realize that they have a problem, or B, that they have a problem with you, and they're just going to cut you out because they are not at that point right yet. So do what's best for you at the end of the day. We cannot save everybody from this fucking sick ass disease, unfortunately. But that's life, and you know, but don't be an enabler either, because that's something that is extremely toxic in a relationship, and unfortunately we've been dealing with it for some time, and hopefully it's stopped but it got really real sad, and it can destroy
relationships
big time. Like it can destroy families. So get help. There's plenty of resources and stuff like that. Yeah. Anything else?
Did you ever think you were gonna relapse?
No, I like I said, I wanted to drink for probably the first couple of years, but I was just afraid. I was afraid of not being able to stop because I didn't have my issue wasn't liquor. My issue was the amount that I consumed. I didn't. The issue is,
the issue was liquor because you
no. The
could
issue
say the
was
same
that
thing. My issue isn't water.
Myself.
It's just
no. The issue was that I couldn't control
consumed.
myself and be mature enough and an adult to be able to say, "Hey, I'm going to have 3 or 4 drinks, and that's it." I tried that numerous times where I tried to buy a pint. Well, a pint led to just going back to the store to buy another pint. So it's just, and I get it. Yes, I have an issue with alcohol, right? But like,
Yes,
you boil down, right? The addictive personality is that
you can't stop.
I can't stop, right? And again, at 130, 135 pounds, drinking a fucking half a gallon of liquor, right? 80 proof, 40% alcohol, right? That, looking back at it, like, God, that's a fucking issue. Like, I look at our son who's walking up, but yeah, he's 6 foot, but he's like $120, and I'm like, well, I was 4 inches smaller and 15 pounds heavier, and I was drinking
a lot more.
A lot.
Or, well, a lot.
Not a lot more. That amount for that small of body size, and it's just that's scary, right?
It is.
So,
to picture him drinking, finishing a bottle that size in one night, that is very scary.
Yeah. And there's people that do it all the time. So, again, just try to say something and encourage them to get the help. And that's with any type of substance, right? Narcotics are fucking nasty. That's the nastiest. It's all nasty, but it's just get the help. So, health issues. There was somebody had commented previously, about cirrhosis. Is that how you say it?
The liver?
Yeah, right. About one of their significant others and stuff. So there's long-lasting side effects from it as well too, from prolonged fucking drinking and over drinking and stuff, right? So, and I'm blessed as of now, right? I mean, besides just the substance abuse of it and the addiction from it, right? I probably have, there's always brain damage to everything that fucking, but like, I'm overly healthy. I'm overall healthy. So, but some people, it's sickening, again, we had somebody else that...
the point of no comeback, no repair.
Yeah, and another friend of ours that has known me, she's a handful of years older than me, my brother's age. She reached out to me this past week as well, and unfortunately, another one of our friends, she's in a bad spot, back to severe health issues, where if she does not stop soon, she will die. And we got another family member that's like that. Was supposed to be put on the transplant list, and it's sad. It really is, because there's so much fucking life to fucking live, and they're beautiful people and stuff like that. And to see, to have other friends call and reach out and ask for the help and stuff, because they don't know what to do. It's sad, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's sad because these people are not even listening to the people that truly fucking love them and stuff. They're choosing this fucking poison.
Oh, that just shows you how strong the addiction is or can be, because when you know that you could pretty much die because of the amount of liquor you've put in your body, but you still choose to drink. I mean, apparently, knowing that you're gonna die isn't your
bottom.
Like literally, you can die from your next drink, and that's literally not your bottom. That's sad. It's scary.
We watched a TV series that was dedicated to this. Remember what TV series? Around a fucking father alcoholic. Shameless.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what it was called, right?
Shameless,
yep.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't watched it, watch it. Right?
Funny,
comical, but at the same time humorous, right? But at the same time real. There's just real raw truth, and this shit ain't Hollywood for a reason, right? It's made the fuck up from something, from experiences, right? So it's sad. It's an alcoholic father, and what I'm getting at is that some of these guys and gals, right, go so far where that they know what it is and how much like that their body can handle until the neck that they got to stop for a little bit, but then they need just a little bit more, right, to be able to function and stuff like that, right, to keep the shakes away and to be able to function and stuff like that. And they look normal, but they are so fucking plastered that their blood alcohol level is fucking through the fucking roof. They're legally fucking intoxicated, and it's sad because, again, what Mamacita was saying is that it's sad that their rock bottom isn't that they know that the next sip could be their last, but they're still willing to take that. That's just, it's sad. It is.
Yeah. I don't remember if this was something that I had found out when I was doing my externship in 2016, or if this was something that I found out from you. But somewhere along the line, someone told me that they had beer in a fridge. It was like at work or a doctor's office. It was one of the two that they like had one. It must have been a doctor's office. Like the doctor actually gave it to them, but like because they knew that it was like that. It was like they're coming in like almost in withdrawal.
It wasn't me that told you that, but yeah.
It must have been at the doctor's office.
It gets like that.
And it's crazy that the doctor actually has beer in a fridge for a patient.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I ain't never heard of that. That's crazy. But,
to keep them healthy.
Nah, they ain't healthy. Get help. It boils down to get help, get the support, get the love around you, and do the fucking work, because
it's worth it.
It is. And I know it sounds cheesy. What is it? If you work it, it works. Work it if it works, or whatever. Another AA type phrase or saying like that. But it is. It's fucking do hard work and it pays off, right? I am so much happier and healthier without it. We
are happier and healthier without it.
Not wanting it. Not wanting it, not needing it, not having to care for it, even if it's in the fucking house, right? And we are good. It is. Life is so much better to hear, a good, story about a loved one that's very dear and close to us, right? That he still isn't fucking drinking or doing drugs or anything like that, because I don't know exactly what his poison is, to a T, but he's working, and it's whatever he's doing. If he's remaining sober, brother, we love it. We love you. We want nothing but the best for you, and we're here for you if you need us, and that goes for anybody. We try to reach out to everybody that comments on the podcast as well. So feel free to comment, like, share it, and let us know what your thoughts are on the subject, and reach back out to us next week, and we'll see what's going on. You got anything else for these guys? No? All right. Well, let us know also what
Woman of few words.
Yeah. Well, shit. She lying. Let us know what you guys might want us next couple topics to be about. Throw us some suggestions and see if there's something that's out there that you guys want us to discuss. Current topics, current news, whatever. Right? Events, yes, thank you. That's exactly the word.
Current events.
Yeah, that I was looking for. So, but until then, thank you for watching Unfiltered with Mamacita and G, and nothing but peace, love, and happiness, baby.
Bye, guys.
Oh, I gave you the tuna pink one and stink, but